Hello everyone. In our previous videos, we have learned sending digital signals using NodeMCU, and in this video, we will learn how to send analog signals using NodeMCU. Before we get started, please press the subscribe button and hit the bell icon so that you can get the notification whenever we upload a new video. Also, if you like a video, don't forget to hit the like button. So let's get started. Now, analog signal is a continuous wave signal that change with time period, unlike the digital signal that has discrete values. Okay. Now, in case of digital signals, we can consider we are having two values, 0 and 1. Okay. Now, digital signals work only on in these two values, either 0 or 1. But in case of analog signals, we can have intermediate values, that is from 0 we can have 0 0.1, 0 0.2 and infinite values up to 1. Now, internet is full of information. I'm just keeping it short here. You can go and search about analog and digital signals more there. Now I'm considering the case of Node MCU particularly here. Now Node MCU has a highest voltage of 3.3 V and lowest voltage of 0 V. When we are sending 0 V, we are turning the device off, and when we are using 3.3 V, we are turning the device on. Okay, as you can see in the video, the LED is blinking or turning on at its maximum as we are sending 3.3 volt, that is a high value, and it is completely off when we are sending 0 V, that is low value. There is no intermediate stage here. Okay, so this is we are sending digital signals. But now in the case of analog signals, if you watch the video closely, you can see as the LED is turning off, and then there are three stages in which it is blinking. It is turning on, it is getting brighter, and then it is at its full capacity. So this is how analog signals work. But in case of Node MCU, we use the method called pulse width modulation to produce analog signal, because Node MCU is a device that is designed in such a way that can send only digital signals. But using pulse width modulation, we produce fake analog signals by varying the duty cycle. This is actually a deep topic, but since we are focusing on analog signals or using Node MCU, I'm not going deep into pulse width modulation. If you want, you can comment in the comment section and I will let you know there. So the pulse width modulation has a range of 0 to 1023. 0 means that is off, and 1023 is its maximum capacity. We can enter any value in between 0 and 1023 to modify the width of the signal. In simple terms, consider that a signal has a particular width. At its maximum width, it is in the highest voltage, and we are reducing the width of the signal to control the amount of electricity that we are giving through Node MCU. Now it's the time to code. So let's open our Arduino IDE. Now this is a very simple code where I have defined a LED pin, okay, an LED. I will control the brightness of that LED using analog signals. Now I am using a LED module here. Soon you will be able to see in the project what is an LED module. Okay, now there is a red LED which is connected to D1, and you can obviously use a normal LED. I have explained how to connect a normal LED to a Node MCU, so you can make this project using that normal LED also. Now if you remember, we described the pin mode in our void setup, and then we describe our main code that will run infinitely in void loop. So here I have taken a for loop to distribute the analog signals. Now power is equal to 0 as the range of the PWM is from 0 to 1023. Now if it is less than 1023, the loop will 1024, the loop will run until it becomes equal to or greater than 1023. Okay, now I am dividing 1023 by 3 here, that is the LED will blink in 3 stages, and then I am sending an analog signal using the command analog write. Yes, analog write is the command to send analog signal using any of the input output pin. Okay, so D1 comma power, the value that I will get from this integer variable, and there is a delay of 1000 milliseconds, that is 1 second. Now we will upload our code. So now the code has been uploaded, and as you can see in the demonstration, please take a close look. You will see that the LED is blinking in 4 stages. First, the LED is off, then it is in lowest brightness, then the brightness is increasing, and the third phase, it is at its maximum brightness. Okay, so now you may wonder why we are using analog, right? It is for the same reason. Like, we are controlling the brightness of the LED, we can control the speed of the motor, speed of the car, using this analog write function. Okay, so I hope you understand and you enjoyed the video. This is it for today. Thank you.